3-hour ghost investigation crew, MGI.
Spirits remain, some no ghosts exist. Ignorance is bliss.
Doing a fluff piece today. Nothing fluffier than Peeps candy. Peeps marshmallows. I happen to be a Peeps expert when it comes to flavored Peeps. See, I did buy regular marshmallow flavored Peeps when I was a kid. I even made my own Peeps when I was a kid by getting giant marshmallows and running water from the sink over them and then putting my own sugar on top of these marshmallows, and I made my own Peeps, and they tasted horrible. At least that's what I thought I was doing, making my own Peeps. But I do have a memory, seeing Peeps for sale, 15 cents each, the day after Easter. And so I did buy a couple here and there. I was a very slender kid, though, believe it or not. I was extremely skinny. Skinniest kid in my class, all right? I just grew up and metabolism slows down. But I'm still a fan of Peeps. Peeps have branched out and they make gingerbread flavor Peeps for Christmas. See, I'm such a Peeps expert when it comes to the flavored Peeps that I noticed in the year 2001, it was 2001. Gingerbread Peeps in 2001. That's the first year I noticed they were introduced. It could have been the first year gingerbread Peeps existed. And they were the best Peeps I've ever had in my life. The 2001 gingerbread Peeps. They melted in your mouth. They tasted, let me tell you what 2001 gingerbread Peeps tasted like. Buttery sugar cookies. Like extra buttery sugar cookies. Just think of a sugar cookie and a lot of butter was used and it just melts in your mouth and it's delicious and perfect. That's what 2001 Peeps gingerbread shaped and advertised as marshmallows tasted like. All I do remember is a good 2, 3, 4 years later, they now taste closer to actual gingerbread, ginger snaps. They actually taste closer to gingerbread. But the 2001 sugar cookie gingerbread Peeps were freaking delicious. But they have sort of perfected the gingerbread flavor, and the 2022 Christmas gingerbread Peeps were the best I've ever had when it comes to the new flavor. Not even close to as good any Peep I've ever had. And I had some delicious strawberry Peeps and some delicious vanilla Peeps. Yeah, the vanilla heart Peeps for Valentine's Day back in, 2007. The vanilla heart-shaped Valentine's Peeps were very good. And they were probably second to the sugar cookie 2001 gingerbread Peeps. The modern day gingerbread Peeps are pretty good. They're pretty good. They're better than they were 2-3 years ago. 2-3 years ago they were like, ugh, this is just not good. I know I'm normally a ghost investigator, spirit investigator, occult researcher, author, but I am going to mention ghosts in this video. What am I holding up right here? It's invisible. There's nothing here. I don't see anything. If ghosts don't exist, what is this? What is that? So this is based on something that actually exists. It's called a ghost. Anyway, Peeps are branching out. And these are actually the best thing of 2023, Peeps-wise, that I've had so far. And as a matter of fact, this is the best Peeps thing I've had in many years. These are even better than the new and improved flavored ginger Peeps. These are Peeps gummies. They taste very close to Peeps, but they're gummies. The flavor is actually closer to vanilla pudding but it tastes like marshmallow vanilla pudding. It's very good. They have encapsulated the flavor of marshmallow Peeps almost exactly, but they had to put it, get it from somewhere. And if you melt down marshmallow, it basically tastes like raw pure sugar. So it tastes kind of like vanilla pudding, marshmallow vanilla pudding. Very good, delicious, gummy Peeps. But there's a new Peeps product I have yet to try. So this is actually this is officially a reaction video. My reaction the first time ever. And I've had this in my fridge for like 10 hours, chilling, all right? I'm going to show you the newest creation from Peeps. Peeps flavored Pepsi. The Pepsi Peeps collaboration. 2023 limited edition. I know there are people who have already had this. There's probably a million videos people are already reacting to it. But what I've noticed on YouTube is with reaction videos, a lot of them are fake. Someone already guzzled down a gallon of this stuff, and then for the video, they have to pretend it's the first time they've tasted it, even though they have 50,000 cases of it in their garage. They have to pretend, that's delicious. Ooh, I didn't know that. See, for me, I actually kept this in my fridge for the past 10 hours. I haven't touched it for this video for you. This is the Pepsi Peeps bottle. I just saw this at my local W Mart, and they had this in a cardboard display near the self-checkout. I would estimate they had 2.5 cases of this in the cardboard display. I bought 15 of these. Now, I bought 10 of them to give away for individuals at my workplace. They're going to hate it. They're going to say, thanks, but no thanks. But, I just wanted them to get in the Peep spirit and guzzle down some liquid marshmallow, pure sugar, grade A, sugar liquid explosion supreme. I mean, I grew up on Jolt Cola. I mean, I didn't grow up on it, but when I was a kid, Jolt Cola, tons of sugar, tons of caffeine, A-okay with me. And I do have a bit of a sweet tooth. So for the first time ever, I'm actually going to be opening this up and tasting this for the very first time, Pepsi Peeps. This is a real reaction. Kept it in my fridge for 10 hours. Just bought it at W Mart. Pepsi Peeps, Peeps Pepsi. Okay. It opens like a normal Pepsi. Okay. The cap smells like a normal Pepsi. Off the bat, the first thing I noticed was the expiration date, or maybe the best buy date. It says May 22 of this year. Let me just check the date. It's March 1st. May 22. So only for 2 and some odd months. We're talking, let's give it a little extra couple days. This is only good for 3 months, and then the best buy is over? 3 months? It's interesting Pepsi would put 3 months on this, because I guarantee they don't put 3 months on regular Pepsi. You're going to have to compare that. But I don't know if the mega sugar, we don't want to ruin the flavor of a newly opened Peeps Pepsi, but I don't think 3 months is the expiration for this thing. You probably keep this thing for 10 years, maybe 5 years, 3 years. It'll be good as long as you keep it in a good place. But, okay. Ooh, okay. Smelling it. It smells sweeter than a regular Pepsi. I've had vanilla Pepsi before, and so off the bat, hints of vanilla. If I were to go through a blindfold smell-a-thon, smell-o-vision, I'd say smells like vanilla Pepsi, vanilla Coke, something like that. Because that's what it smells like. But now smelling it again, it smells kind of marshmallowy. I'm kind of excited. Peeps Pepsi, first time ever drinking. This is a real reaction to me having consumed Peeps Pepsi for the very first time. Pepsi Peeps. You know, scrolling through the internet, just looking at photographs, I saw a couple headlines, and one of those headlines was, "It's too sweet. It tastes like cupcake." And those are literally the only 2 reviews I ever saw. Too sweet, tastes like cupcake. I can see where they get that cupcake concept, but it doesn't taste like cupcakes. It tastes vanilla-y with a hint of marshmallow. But it does taste kind of like vanilla cupcake batter. Specifically like the rainbow sprinkle vanilla cupcake batter. You know, if this said Pepsi Funfetti vanilla cupcake collab, I would believe it. But cupcake isn't the first thing that comes to mind, but it tastes like a normal Pepsi with a hint of vanilla. So it tastes kind of like a vanilla Pepsi. With such a faint hint of marshmallow that comes off as vanilla cake batter. So you could say this is vanilla cake batter Pepsi, or vanilla Pepsi with a hint of vanilla cake batter, a hint of marshmallow. The marshmallow is really indistinguishable from the vanilla cake batter because it's actually impossible to get the perfect flavor of liquid marshmallow without it being liquid marshmallow. And you can't put liquid marshmallow in a carbonated beverage without there being particles of marshmallow floating around. So obviously they have to have a syrup, and they have to carbonate that syrup, and that's how it's made. But it's a pretty decent replication of Peeps, I suppose. The reason I mentioned the gummies is because I thought they were going to liquefy the gummies, or specifically use just the syrup of the gummies in this. And I wish they did that. I wish Peeps used a little bit stronger flavoring of the Peeps gummies in the Peeps Pepsi. It doesn't taste bad. It's a pretty pleasant drink. It's a pretty pleasant beverage, but if it was on the shelf for 10 years, knowing that it had an expiration date, this will be on the shelf for 10 years. We're pulling it off the shelf after 10 years. So in 2033, it's gone permanently. 2033, no more Pepsi Peeps. I would be like, wasn't that good to begin with? That's what my response would be. So even though it tastes kind of like vanilla Pepsi with a hint of something, and that hint resembling marshmallow, it is a little bit too sweet for my liking, for my tastes. I prefer Coke. I prefer Coca-Cola, okay? I guess Coke said no. I mean, Coke also said no to Back to the Future, believe it or not. I was on the tour of the Universal Studios lot. It's out of a TV show set for some hospital TV show. And the tour guide said, "Did you know Coca-Cola was approached in Back to the Future 2 to have the futuristic drink at the Cafe 80s be Coca-Cola?" And Coke said, "No thanks, we're good." And then they went to Pepsi, and Pepsi's like, "We're in, yes." So for all we know, Peeps approached Coca-Cola, and Coke's like, "We're good." But Peeps approached Pepsi, and Pepsi was like, "Welcome aboard. Come on in." Peeps Pepsi. I wouldn't have minded a chocolate-flavored Peeps Pepsi. These chocolate pudding Peeps are a flavor that have been out for a couple years, and they're pretty good. Let's see how they pair with Pepsi Peeps. For the more refined connoisseur, these are chocolate pudding Peeps. They're pretty good. I like chocolate flavoring in candies that don't use real chocolate, but it's imitation chocolate. I love imitation chocolate. I don't know why. You get a little bit more of marshmallow flavor when you eat a Peep and then drink Peeps Pepsi. You can taste the marshmallow a little bit stronger. It's not bad, not bad, not bad. But not great, not great, not great. I bought way too many, okay? I bought 15. I'm going to be giving away 10 of them to people that I work with at work. So not you, sorry. But go to your local Walmart, W-Mart. Go to your local Target, and that's where Peeps Pepsi Peeps is going to be. W-Mart, Walmart. Target. So you go to the Target, you walk on in, expect it to be near the self-checkout, the entrance type area. Expect it to be in a cardboard display. Expect the Peeps Pepsi Peeps to be at the Target in a cardboard display, or the W-Mart. I did go to both Target and W-Mart. Didn't exist, weren't there. And then I go online, and there's like 20,000 million trillion bazillion reviews on the East Coast. And so clearly this has hit the East Coast before the West Coast. I'm in the West Coast, and it just dropped in the West Coast in late February. We're talking February 28th. It just dropped on the West Coast. I asked the employees, is there a limit? They're like, buy as many as you want. We don't care. So I bought 15. I was going to buy 20. When I saw the price, they're $2.28 each. I was like, ugh, it's kind of steep. So I bought 15. Going to give away 10. Going to keep 6. Probably going to keep 3 for myself and give 3 to the amazing partner in my life, my wife. Not wearing my ring. It is downstairs. It is the middle of the night on March 1st. What do I do in the middle of the night on March 1st? I drink Pepsi Peeps and do review videos, specifically for Pepsi Peeps. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not horrible. I ordered, because I didn't know it was going to hit the West Coast. I thought it was exclusively going to be on the East Coast. See, my sister texted me about Peeps Pepsi. She said, Peeps Pepsi, are you going to get it? I was like, I can't find it anywhere. Thanks for letting me know. I didn't know. I went to those stores I mentioned. They weren't there. So when I saw it today, or yesterday technically, I was, very happy about it. It made my day, to be honest. Because I went to a couple art stores. I went to an office store. I'm looking for, believe it or not, I'm looking for shipping tubes. And my next stop tomorrow is going to be the UPS store. I remember seeing a number of shipping tubes at the UPS store. I'm going to be shipping out posters to the winners of the 10,000 subscribers contest shortly. The only thing I'm waiting on is a thing I custom ordered from Etsy, and I didn't know the seller is in China. And you only find out a month after you order something like that, and it says, oh, it just left China, and there's no tracking until it hits the US. So the thing I ordered might be on a boat right now, might be on an airplane. It's probably on a boat. So I'm looking to snag some poster tubes, kind of like this one, because I'm shipping out the MGIC official poster. I'm going to try to make it as cool as possible for the winners, and I will be able to reproduce them and have them available if you're interested. I promised the winners would get them years ago. And so when I make a promise, I like to keep it. I'm going to show you actually the full package in a video before I send them on out. I'm going to show you the tubes on my table sitting there with no one's address showing. I'm going to keep everyone's address confidential. I'm not going to use it for anything other than shipping out these posters. And the posters package will come with a letter. It'll come with a thing, and bada bing, bada boom, bada boom, bada bing. Winners are going to find out what it comes with. But I am going to make a video showing everybody what it comes with. And I'm going to make a version available for anyone that wants to support the channel. They are going to cost a couple bucks. I'll try to make them not too expensive. But I am putting a lot of time and dedication into them. I hope the viewers of the channel appreciate them. And it's kind of a precursor to my book being published. This poster and MGIC welcome package, membership letter, it's a precursor to my book being published. My book is done. Let's face it, it's done, okay? It's a done deal. So I'm just going to be actually try to be thrifty and frugal with this thing called cold hard cash. And I will be able to save it, hold on to it, and use it for the singular purpose that I'm probably on this earth for, to publish this book precursoring my main book, Corners of Rooms. So my first book was never going to be this ghost hunting book. It was going to be Corners of Rooms. But I don't know if people know how much of a perfectionist I am. But I'm an extreme perfectionist to an extreme degree. I'm not OCD or anything like that. I just want things to be, here's a book, pamphlet, I'll make it 10 pages, throw in some tips on ghost hunting. The pamphlet turned into 125 pages. And every page has to be perfect, and every image has to be drawn by myself in medieval style woodcut art that I'm making myself from scratch. And I have to redo the medieval woodcut art until it's perfect. I'll come up with a little border. Do I need a cool border? Here's a border I just drew from scratch. And I was like, no, that's not good enough. It looks crazy. I don't like it. So I'll do a million things as opposed to going to clip art and relying on clip art. I don't like clip art. I like using your brain to draw something 100% original no one's ever seen. And so that's what I want the book to be as well, and it is. I'll just show you this book, The Keys to the Gateway of Magic by Dr. Stephen Skinner. I did read this entire book. I did finally finish it. I skipped through some of the more mundane parts, but I read every note Dr. Stephen Skinner put in here. Now, skipping through, what I mean to say by that is This book reminds me of the Book of the Sacred Magic of Abermelinda Mage by MacGregor Mathers. And that book you will see has magic rituals, magic squares. And here's a magic square to summon an angel that does this task, summon a spirit that does that task. And then you don't need to read every task. You get the gist of the book at that point. You're like, okay, here's a bunch of tasks these spirits can supposedly do. In the Keys to the Gateway of Magic, it's less tasks and it's more, here's what you specifically say. Da-da-da-da. And then it repeats these ceremonial verse-like, almost biblical-like, quote-like passages that you have to recite and say to either summon an angel, or if it's not an angel and it's negative, you say this thing. If it's positive, you say this thing. And it repeats such and such after you get to a certain point of this book. And you don't have to read everything you have to say to repel the negative spirit and invite the positive spirit. You don't need to read all of it. Dr. Stephen Skinner is obviously an expert, and he has actually some very insightful information in that book. I'm going to do a full review of it. And I will do a full review of my entire L.W. DeLawrence book collection. Probably my very next video will be talking about my 23 L.W. DeLawrence books. Huge fan of L.W. DeLawrence. I have 23 books either attributed to him, mentioning him, or published by him. They are the main focus of my occult book collection. And I have my non-LW books, which some of them are extremely pinnacle. I have a brand new book. It's amazing. Peeps, Pepsi, Pepsi, Peeps. It's not the worst thing in the world. Is it going to change the world? Possibly. I noticed a trend. I don't know if you've noticed it, but I've noticed it, and this is the trend. You walk into W Mart, and you see candy corn flavored maple syrup for your pancakes. And I'm like, okay. And you see Fruity Pebbles flavored pancake maple syrup. No maple in there, but there's high fructose corn syrup, and it's in a syrupy-like state of existence. And you pour this Fruity Pebbles flavored syrup onto your pancakes, and no longer are you eating pancakes. You are eating pancakes and having flashbacks of eating Fruit Loops. The future is going to be this. Do you like Snickers candy bars? Oh yeah, Snickers candy bars, pretty freaking delicious. Do you like McDonald's French fries? Who doesn't? Snickers McDonald's French fries coming to a disgusting location near you. I've already noticed this with the potato chips, peanut butter cups, and the collaboration crossovers of every disgusting thing mixed with every disgusting thing. We're going to have, think of it, it's going to be there in the future. We're talking Star Trek replicator technology. Congratulations. Nacho cheese flavored Doritos gummy worms coming soon to a disgusting catch-all W Mart near you. I'm just a little bit freaked out for the future because kids are going to grow up. Okay? They're going to be looking at the candy aisle. Okay? They're going to see nacho cheese flavored candy bars and Doritos flavored lollipops and Pringles flavored gum. And they're not going to know what's up and what's down. Are Pringles gum or are they chips? I thought they were gum this whole time. Are nachos not candy bars? I thought nachos were candy bars. What is this non-candy bar flavored thing I am consuming? Oh, that's original nachos. Oh, original nachos. Okay, it's almost as good as the candy bar version. This Doritos lollipop is freaking delicious. Oh, you want some regular Doritos? What's that? They're chips. What is this? And what are they going to do? Flip it and reverse it? Lollipop flavored chips? Candy bar flavored gum? So now you get the gist of what the future is going to be. It's going to be freaking weird, all right? A crossover of every single brand with every single brand. It's going to be a little bit weird, a little bit odd, a little bit confusing. Whew. Cheeseburger flavored Pez, why not? Pizza flavored Peeps, why not? Why not a pizza Peeps? Pizza flavored Peeps. You slice it off and you got here this marshmallow peep. This marshmallow peep triangle tastes like pepperoni. This marshmallow peep triangle tastes like Hawaiian. Pineapple and Canadian bacon in marshmallow form. I like my Peeps pizza to be supreme with all the fixins. Mushroom flavored Peeps for the shiitake connoisseur. So the future's going to be a little bit freaky, a little bit weird. Stay tuned. Until next time, doing book reviews. My book will be coming out in the future. I'm going to have a welcome to the MGIC crew. Yes, I'm going to actually do ghost investigating. Okay, I understand, like Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I don't exactly force the hunger on the level of Aqua Teen when it comes to fighting crime and seeking out mysteries, but I do ghost investigate, and I will ghost investigate, and I ordered official. Yeah, I'll keep that as a secret for the future. But I'm going to show you when it gets here. No use talking about it. I ordered something for MGIC. And stay tuned. More episodes coming soon. Support the channel. MGIC t-shirts available at my, what's it called? Teespring. I need to update some of those Teespring links. I'm going to create some new Teespring t-shirts for MGIC. Those are print-on-demand shirts, and they're pretty high quality. I just grabbed one. It looks nice. I'm going to be designing many more MGIC t-shirts. Stay tuned. More episodes coming soon. I thank you for watching and supporting this channel. Until next time. Until next time. Be seeing you. Until next time, be seeing you.
Spirits reunites, don't know ghosts exist. Ignorance is bliss, abyssal hiss, deadly ditch kiss. At the crossroads, walk unseen skies, where electromagnetic static entities recognize. Poltergeist levitation not be held, despite being disbelieved, my belief was unparalleled. Tricks, magicians, spiritist, chorus of rooms, spirits exist.